Chemical Effects of Electric Current, Class 8, Chapter 14, Second Part. Conduction of electricity through liquids. Children, in the previous video, we have studied about conductors and insulators, solid conductors and insulators. Now, we will study about conduction of electricity through liquids. Now, first we do an activity to show the flow of electricity through liquids. Activity 2. Our aim is to show liquids conduct electricity. For this activity, we require materials: lemon juice or vinegar, plastic cup or beaker, tester, a circuit of bulb, LED and battery. Now procedure: take some lemon juice or vinegar in a plastic cup or a beaker and connect it to the circuit. First see with the help of tester whether the circuit is working properly. For this, touch the bare ends of the two wires with one another and you will observe that the bulb glows. This shows that all the parts of the circuits are conducting electricity. Means before doing experiment, first you test your tester. Now dip the bare ends of the two wires into the lemon juice or vinegar or any other liquid which we want to test. Now take care that the ends are not more than 1 centimeter apart, but at the same time don't touch each other. Now what do you notice? Come to observation and conclusion. If the bulb glows, it shows that the liquid conduct electricity. If it does not glow, then the liquid does not conduct electricity. Lemon juice, because it is a conductor, it will conduct electricity. Children, in the pic you are seeing the bulb is glowing. It means lemon juice or vinegar is conductor of electricity and it allows the electric current to pass through it. LED, known as light emitting diode. LED full form is light emitting diode. Can be used for lighting in place of electric bulb. LED has the capability to be more sought after light source in near future in place of CFLS. LED glows even when a small electric current flows through it. Due to their high cost, they are not in much use, but once they become cheap, they will be of huge demand in the market. Now, the topic is making a tester taking the help of magnetic effect of electric current. Children, I think you remember magnetic effect of electric current. That is, a current carrying wire behave like a magnet. A current carrying wire can deflect the needle of compass, magnetic compass. It means it behave like a magnet. You must know that electric current produces a magnetic effect. When current flows in a wire, a compass needle gets deflected. This we have done in class 7th. Even if the current is small, the deflection of the magnetic needle can be seen. We can make use of this magnetic effect of electric current in preparing another type of tester. Now activity 3. To make another type of tester. Materials required: cardboard, tray of a matchbox, compass needle, battery and copper wire. Procedure: place small compass needle inside the tray of matchbox as shown in the figure. Wrap an electric wire around the tray in which compass needle is placed. Now connect one free end of the wire to one terminal of a 2-cell battery and let the other end of this wire be free. Connect one end of the other piece of wire to the other terminal of the battery. A new tester is formed having two free ends. Now touch the two free ends of two wires. The compass needle should show deflection. Now repeat the activity 2 using this tester. Then observe what do you observe. And you have to check deflection in the compass needle take place or not. Now take out the ends of the tester from the lemon juice, dip them in water to clean the ends and then wipe them dry. Repeat the same activity using other liquids like tap water, vegetable oil, milk, distilled water, common salt solution, kerosene, etc. It is necessary to wash, wipe and dry the ends of the tester after using it for testing each liquid. Now observe and record in which liquid the magnetic compass needle shows deflection. Now this table is given for testing different types of liquid. So we will observe some liquid conduct electricity while some don't conduct electricity. For example, distilled water, it does not conduct electricity. Common salt solution, it easily conduct electricity. Honey, kerosene, that does not conduct electricity. Lemon juice, it conduct electricity. Tap water, it conduct electricity. Vegetable oil, it does not conduct electricity. Vinegar, it conduct electricity. Activity 4. Aim of the activity to study the flow of electric current through distilled water. Children, about distilled water, we know it is a pure water. It does not contain any impurities. So it does not conduct electricity. Now materials required: distilled water, plastic cup or beaker, tester, bulb, battery, copper wire. Now procedure: distilled water, this is a very pure form of water and you can obtain it from the school, lab or car battery repair shop or the petrol pump. Now take some distilled water in a plastic cup or beaker. Use the tester to test the conductivity of distilled water. We will observe that the bulb does not glow. So this activity proves that distilled water does not conduct electricity. Activity 5. Aim to show that the addition of salts, acids or alkalis make the distilled water a conductor of electricity. In the previous slide, we have noticed distilled water does not conduct electricity. How can we make it conductive? Materials required: distilled water, plastic beaker, tester, bulb, battery, copper wire, common salt, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, sodium hydroxide and glass rod. Out of these, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, these are acid, and sodium hydroxide, this is a base. Now procedure: proceed as in activity 4 and make sure that distilled water does not conduct electricity. Now add a teaspoonful of common salt to the distilled water. Dissolve it completely with the help of glass rod. Now use the tester. Now pour off the common salt solution and rinse the beaker with the distilled water. Half fill the beaker with distilled water again and add to it about 10 drops of sulfuric acid or hydrochloric acid. Again use the tester. Similarly repeat the activity by adding 10 drops of potassium iodide or sodium hydroxide solution, that is alkali, in distilled water. Observation: we will observe that bulb lights up in all the three, first, second and third cases. So from the activity we conclude that because the bulb lights up, so the addition of common salt, acids or alkalis in distilled water makes it a conductor of electricity. Thus, by doing experiment with different solutions, we will observe that bulb lights up in case of tap water, lemon juice solution, common salt solution, vinegar solution and solution of acids and alkali. It means that these liquids conduct electricity. On the other hand, bulb does not light up in case of distilled water, petrol, alcohol, mustard oil and kerosene oil. Hence, these are the liquids which don't conduct electricity. Note that the water that we get from sources such as taps, hand pumps, wells and ponds is not pure but a solution. Small amount of mineral salts are naturally present in it. This water is thus a conductor of electricity. On the other hand, distilled water is free of salts and is thus an insulator. Now children, Liquids which conduct electricity are called electrolytes, and small amount of mineral salts present naturally in water are beneficial for human body. Most liquids that conduct electricity are solution of acid, bases and salts. That's why you are always warned not to touch an electric appliances with wet hand or while standing on wet floor, because water is not pure but a solution of salts. It is therefore a good conductor of electricity, and hence the risks being electrocuted increases. Children explore, identify in which of the following will the bulb glow: sugar solution, salt solution, kerosene, copper sulfate solution, and distilled water. Children, we will find that the bulb will not glow in case of distilled water and kerosene.